Hey y'all, I wanted to share like my top 10 likes versus dislikes with my locks so that you would know a little bit more about how the journey's going and things that you may find as you go along on your journey as well. So if you're interested in learning more and finding out more, please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe and continue watching. Number one, the one thing that I really like is that it's a huge time saver. Like, it has been such a blessing to have these locks because I remember like I would be like, I am not going out to that event. They'd be like, my friends would call me and be like, Christy, you want to go out? I'm like, I gotta do something with my hair. I am not going out nowhere looking like a ragamuffin or looking like a little kid. So I would pass up on a lot of opportunities because I felt like I just was not looking right. And so yeah, is that a time saver? I guess that's yes. So now I have more time to get ready and not focus on my hair. And now I can just get up and go. Like, done. Bam, I'm ready to go. Or no, I'll be like, yeah, I have arrived. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Number 2, I like the compliments that I get on my hair. It's one of the things that I like about this process. It seems really vain, but I love when people come up to me and like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Especially on days when you just be feeling like, I don't know what's going on today, but like people look and be like, oh, I love it. I'll be like, I heard you say that even with my mask on, and that is a hard thing to do. And thank you so much for pushing through and telling me that you like my hair, because it has been a journey and a struggle. Number 3, I like that I can look presentable and cute with very minimal styling as well. When my hair was out and free and natural, now I never had a perm or anything, it was always just out natural, or I would get it straightened or whatever. Like, I would have to make sure that my hair looked good, so it would be whatever style I chose. Braid, try to wear it. I'll do twist outs, braid outs, flat twists, French braids, whatever the heck the case may be. Individuals, like I had to do styling so that I could look cute or feel cute, I'll say, because how I may have been looking to myself may not have been how I was looking. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we're cuter than we think, but if you're not feeling it, you feel kind of scruffy, like that kind of shows too, and it gives off that energy as well. But yeah, that's that on that. Number 4. Fourth thing that I really enjoy about my locks is that it's helped me to be more comfortable with my hair texture and like what actually grows out of my head. Like, I look at the locks and I'm like, wow, these are cute. They're adorbs. Like, I'm excited for the growth. Like, it's awesome. Right now, I'm really enjoying it. And now I will say, I will have those times where I'm like, oh, I just want it to grow. I want to see the length. I want to see the length, y'all. But it is what it is, okay? I just have to enjoy it and keep going with the process. Just like if my hair was naturally out. That's the thing. I will be doing the same thing if I like straighten my hair. But the thing is you can actually see like your hair growth when you straighten it. Like, you're like, oh yeah, it's a little smidgen longer with the lock. Like, I do see the growth at the roots, but then when I interlock it, sometimes it don't seem like as much growth as I saw, but that's okay because it's still doing its thing. Number 5, I like the consistent thickness and the texture. Like, when I would, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I liked when I would get my hair straightened, you know how like you had an expectation of, oh, I'm gonna get my hair straightened, it's gonna come out and look like I'm gonna look like Beyonce or like somebody cute, and then I come out and I'm like, this is how it looks. It's much thinner than I thought, even though I have thicker hair. And then I felt like I came out looking like a black politician as opposed to Beyonce. Now, there's nothing wrong with looking like a black politician in the 1990s, you know? I just wasn't going for that look. So I will say, when I would leave the salons, I mean, my hair was nice and bouncy, but I wanted to cry. I just wanted to shed a tear. But I was like, this is my hair, like, what is this? Number 6. This is not a 6. Number 6. I really love the freedom that it gives me to just wear my locks. Like, And that kind of goes into like number one a bit. But I like not having to worry about anything really. Like I can actually go out when I want to go out because I don't have to worry about my hair, or I'm not thinking about, oh, I want to go out for a swim or jump in the lake or whatever the case may be. I'm not thinking about, oh, I can't wet my hair, I can't go swimming, I can't do this, I can't do that because of my hair. Like I just love the freedom that my locks bring, and I'm really glad that I went on the journey. Yeah, like it could start raining and it's not a big deal for me to be like, oh man, I gotta try and cover up. Like, no, it's okay. I mean, I know some people who actually do like the palm rolling or twisting of their hair. Some people can come into that problem because you don't want your hair to unravel or get loose or whatever. But because I interlock, I don't really have to worry about that too much, which is why I chose to interlock, so that I could still be free to work out and not have to worry about, oh, my twists are gonna come loose, or my lock, my retwist or whatever. I don't have to worry too much about it. Now, there probably are some pros and cons to doing it, but for me it works perfectly because I like to be active as well. Dislike number one, the shedding. I cannot stand the shedding. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this, and I don't know if it's just because my hair, I have these little dyed tips at the end. Like, I just cannot stand the shedding. Like, I'll have little beady beads all over the floor, like in the bathroom after I shower, especially if and this is the thing. It could be because I'll be like touching my hair or feeling it, or I just put some product in it. But if I'm like sitting on the couch and I'm doing nothing, and I'm kind of just like doing this, I will find that I will have little tiny hair pieces on my clothing, on the couch, like on the floor. I'll be like, where is this coming from? Where are these little beady beads? Like, where? Why? So that is something that I do need to look into, because they're like little beady bead pieces, like just little pieces of broken off hair, which does remind me of like breakage. But at the same time, the hairs that I do see shedding, so it's not like the full length, it's like little broken pieces or whatever. But also it's not just this brown color, it's actually, the darker color of my hair, so the natural color rather. So I don't know why that's happening, and I haven't really heard that too much. Like, obviously in shedding all the time, like I feel like I'm always sweeping because I see little tiny hairs on the floor, or like, yeah, I'm like, that's one thing that is kind of annoying, but I'm wondering if that'll change if I like trim my locks or something. Number two, my second dislike. So and I kind of alluded to this a little bit about like growth. I feel like sometimes you want to like see more growth than you actually have, or maybe you have growth, but then the interlocking it kind of doesn't make it seem like it grew as much as it did. So like, I don't like having to do that, but at the same time, it's like that just comes with anything. Your hair grows at whatever rate or however fast that it grows. So that would be with any hair. That's just me being impatient and wanting to see my hair grow, or not want to see my hair grow all the way down here without having to spend the 10 years to do it, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Just one thing that I don't particularly care for. Number three, what I also don't particularly care for are the little white bulbs that stay in my hair. So you know how your hair typically sheds about 100 hairs a day or something like that. Like, if the hair that comes from the root I feel like it's just from your hair cycle that comes out, but because I'm locking it and it's going straight into the lock, the bulb just stays in my hair. And so let me see if I can show you. Like, the little white bulbs on here, they're pretty annoying. Let's see. You see them? They're just chilling, just doing their thing, just living life. And it's quite annoying because it looks like I have just like lint or like, I don't know, cookie crumbs in my hair. I know that's extra though. But yeah, the little white bulbs that would come out of your hair from the root when that comes out of the hair shaft or whatever. Now, I'm no professional, so I could be butchering a little bit, but in my little research, from my understanding, yeah, it's normal to shed hairs, of course, but the thing is because they're staying in the lock, I have all these little bulbs. And the thing is I typically don't do any styling that would be too tight, or like my retightening or interlocking times, I don't do it too tight because I don't like feeling the tightness. And with me having locks, I feel like I have gotten a little bit more tender-headed. I was never a tender-headed individual, but you know, times have changed with the locks, and that's completely fine. So lastly, the fourth thing that I don't particularly care for or I dislike is how lint gets stuck in your locks. So yeah, I'll find little lint balls here and there, and I'll be like, dang it, gosh darn it. But with every dislike that I have, there's always a solution for it. So to get the lint out, if you make a habit of, you know, like brushing your locks a bit to get the lint out, no problem. You really won't have really too many issues with that. The only way that I really see that or find out is when I'm like doing like a video in the back, and you see like the lint. I'm like, oh wow, would you look at that? There's lint in the back of my hair that I had no idea existed. So I'm glad that I know, and actually I want to do something about that before my lock turns into a vacuum duster. Gross. Nah, I'm being extra. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're thinking about locks, I say go for it. There are more pros and cons, more likes than dislikes, at least according to me. But you know, you have to do what you feel most comfortable with, and whenever you're ready, go for it, do it. Remember, I started mine as braids. It's been a great experience, super easy, just like, man, just put it to a ponytail and just go. Like, I already feel a difference. I'm like, who is that girl? Oh, she's cute. Let me see, let me grab this little scrunchie. And I just retighten my hair, so it just feels good. And this time I actually went 3 months without retightening my hair, which I was really nervous about. So I'll see with more time, like, can I actually go 3 months? Is it good to go 3 months? Normally I'll do a month and a half or so before I retighten, but this time I just really didn't feel like doing it, and I didn't feel like I really needed to retighten them, interlock them, so I didn't. And so now we shall see how the locks continue to form, but it feels great to do a retie after 3 months, which is another additional thing to why you should get locks. Like, I didn't have to do anything to my hair for 3 months. Granted, when I was feeling a little dusty, I did lay down my edges, and I was like, oh, who is this new girl? And did a couple of styles because I hadn't done anything in a while, and I just, you know, sometimes you just gotta get up, slay them edges, put a little makeup on, and make yourself feel like, oh yeah, hold up, these people don't know who I am. Shoot, I forgot who I was for a second, you know? Alright, that's totally beside the point. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like, comment, let me know what you think. If you have anything to share additionally, please comment. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good rest of your day. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Okay.